Hey everybody, Robot here from Vespa Motorsport and ScooterWest.com. So you have the new generation Liberty, maybe the old one, I do have a video for that, and you're just tired of this center stand. Oh. Although there's a good motion, just to show you, it does go up on it pretty easy. A lot of times if you're backed up to a curb, something that's more ideal than that center stand is a side stand or a kickstand. Kind of works like a bicycle one. Show you how to install it. Both generations, they have a safety switch, so you can't start the scooter and ride off with it on the side stand. Nice and easy to use. If you use a bicycle with a kickstand, pretty much works identical. The best case used for this is if you're on a crown street, backed up to the curb, the rear tire up to the curb, you can kick this down and a nice, easy, convenient stand. So kicks right up, can get right on the scooter, kick it up, start the scooter, and take off. A lot easier than that clumsy center stand. So let me show you how to install the stand. First of all, you got to buy the stand from ScooterWest.com. So just type LT10-2026. If you have the newer generation Liberty, it has an LCD screen and an LED headlight. Looks like this one. If you have the prior generation Liberty, starting in 2017, I think is when they started, just find LT10, the standard stand. They're not compatible, they mount completely different. If you have the older generation, go on to Vespa Motorsport YouTube, just search for Liberty side stand. You'll find the older generation side stand video. I don't know how long ago I did it, maybe 3 years, maybe 7 years ago, but it's been a while. Pretty much similar steps, but completely different set of parts. So let's get right to it. I'll show you what tools are needed. So before we get started on installing this handy side stand, some tools you need: a T25 and a T30 Torx driver, a number 2 Phillips driver. I have just a small flat blade screwdriver to knock off the tab for the connection. There's some hard to access Phillips screws, so the right angle driver is going to be handy, along with a stubby number 2 Phillips. You're going to need a number 4 and a number 5, or an M4 and an M5 Allen key. You're going to need this specific spring puller tool found on the Scooter West web store. It's Tool Spring, a 17mm combination wrench, and it's also helpful to have a M5 on a 1/4 inch ratchet too, if you have a stubborn, difficult to remove fastener. Flashlight's also pretty handy. Let's get started. So it's a little bit tricky to install. I'm going to show you all the parts that are included with the side stand. So part number on the Scooter West web store is going to be LT10-2026. If you watch one of my older videos on installing a side stand on the prior generation Liberty, it's nearly identical, but the parts are slightly different for this new generation Liberty. So make sure you get the correct one. If you have the LED headlight and the big LCD screen, this is the correct side stand kit. So what's included? Lots of little Piaggio bag goodies. So you got a nut. Start unbagging all these parts just to have them all lined up. So now that I've got everything unbagged, unlike the original Liberty stand, these are all individual parts. It's not mounted to a bracket. So you got the side stand, the spring, the 2 seals go into this pivot bolt right here. You got the side stand safety switch and the hardware to hold the side stand safety switch, and a nut that retains this pivot pin. So got the O-rings on there. Gonna need some grease, and first of all, we're gonna get the access panels out of the way. If you really want to make this job easy, you could remove all the panels. The way you tear down a Liberty is you start from the rear and move to the front, but that's a lot of work. I'd rather just struggle a little bit to get these little covers out of the way. It's kind of the way the prior generation was as well. A little bit difficult to get access to those covers. If you don't care about the cover, you could actually cut this, and then you can have easier access to the screws. And also sometimes if you loosen up that little screw, you could pull this back a little bit easier. Same with the floorboard, you could lift those screws as well. So now I got some of the fasteners out of the way, specifically the peg. a little screw here and a screw right here, you're able to pull this away from the bodywork without removing the whole part. And those screws, they're just gonna be normal Phillips, even though everything else on the scooter is typically Torx. So just go ahead, start removing the screws for this little access panel. Sometimes you won't be able to get a screwdriver in there, but a little handy tool like this is even more helpful than, yeah, don't be afraid to bend the plastic. Don't pull it too much because it might not come, it might hold that shape if you pull it backwards. But like I said, another option is actually just cut this little panel off and then you have easy access. So kind of got that started. So once I have this piece off, you'll see exactly where the locations of the screws are. See, it's starting to kind of pull away here, so that's good. And I think there's going to be one more that's way up there. Yep. And that one, fortunately, you can, sometimes you can get a longer one and go through, there's a square slot in the frame. So not the easiest access. This is probably the hardest part of the whole job, is just removing these body parts. This one body part that is the little beauty cover when you don't have the stand. Almost got that screw out. There we go. And there's one more. So this is the first time I'm doing this actually. So if I recall, the prior generation Liberty had there's three screws that hold this in place. There we go. I think I got them all out. So you can see there's a screw here, and a screw here, and right here. So 4 different spots. No longer need this little cover, and now you have access to the pivot pin for the side stand. So we're underneath the scooter. Look for your main wiring harness, and right there is a little loop, and you're gonna need to, they tape this little loop and the connection to the frame. I could just see the white connection. You're gonna need to get under there with a little X-Acto blade. Make sure you don't cut the wiring, and we'll separate this little connection loop and make that connection. So right there, it's got 2 pins. It looks similar to the connector that's on the side stand safety switch. So once you have the connection that looks just like this, but the wire loop pulled away from that main wiring harness, you could just barely get under there. You're gonna see this little window. You're gonna take a small flat bladed screwdriver and push the little tab in that window. And as you're pushing that tab, go ahead and pull the connector out. So I'm gonna click that. Obviously can't see what I'm doing, and I just pulled this right out. So it looks identical to the connection. It just has a closed loop. And we could go to the next step and just plug this in while you're still fighting with your hands up in this bodywork right here. You may need to use a needle nose to hold the 2 connections as you make the connection. There's just barely enough room to get your hand in there. It only goes on one direction, so make that connection. And I would say we're through the second hardest part of the whole installation. Made a nice little click. You could start the scooter and test the switch. Generally they're quite reliable. All right, take the 2 5mm Allen screws. We'll go ahead and put the washers on these Allen screws here. And the safety switch, you'll tuck the wire up in there. You're gonna use a single zip tie to kind of keep the wire from hanging down low. And on the inside of this bracket, so just about right here is where the first fastener will be installed. You can do it all by hand, kind of feel. So get that first one installed. And I suggest having an Allen key with a ball end so you can kind of make an angle, and just go ahead and thread the switch into place. So just like that. Then the upper fastener, pretty much identical. You may need to move the switch around a little bit, find the threads on the frame. You use just any type of zip tie. You could tie it to that little loop under there just to keep the wire from dropping down underneath the bodywork. And there's just enough room to give the last little clench on these little fasteners. Don't want to over tighten them. They're only 5mm fasteners. Probably like 3 or 4 foot-pounds if you really want to try getting a torque wrench in there. Probably not necessary. All right, so now that you have the pivot bolt with the 2 O-rings, we'll take something like this Maxima waterproof grease. Find it on the Scooter West web store. It's pretty handy to have for a lot of different accessory installs, tune-ups, whatever on a Vespa or Piaggio scooter. So put a nice liberal coat of grease on that pivot pin. And we'll put a little bit on this little boss that's on the frame as well. So I'm gonna have a 5mm Allen handy. And we'll position the stand like that, right over the straddle the boss that's on the scooter. Just get the bolt started. It's just starting the start. And from the back, you're gonna just start it where you feel the threads coming out the backside of the stand. And once you get like maybe a couple threads in there, go ahead and hold that nylock locking nut in place, and it will start to thread onto the stud that's coming out from the backside there. So keep on holding that nylon locking nut, and eventually you're going to need to get a wrench on it because it hits the nylon on the lock nut. Get a 17mm wrench in there, and we'll go ahead and send the stud all the way home here. Another little tip, if you have a T30 Torex screwdriver, usually that will work just as well as the 5mm Allen, except for when we're at the final. So right when it bottomed out right there, put the Allen back in. I just wanted to speed up the process, and we'll go ahead and tighten that lock nut right up against the back of the, there we go. So everything's all tight. Use a rag to wipe off any excess grease, nice and smooth. And it's got this little cam that acts on the switch there. You don't really need to put any grease on that. And then next, we're gonna put the spring. So typically you wanna wear safety glasses. Not a bad idea, put a little bit of grease on the pivots of the spring. So essentially the spring is gonna hook on the peg right up there. So once you have the spring ready to go, you're gonna need a spring puller tool. You can find this on the Scooter West web store, tool spring. And go ahead and hook that on there. I got my safety glasses on, and it's gonna take a little bit of force to pull it in place, and it locks down and retracts and stays up. So that's pretty much everything you need to know on installing the side stand on the Piaggio Liberty. And once we're done, we'll go ahead and get those screws that we removed from those first steps. Probably not 100% necessary, but it allows you to flex the plastics a little easier when you have these various fasteners all pulled out. Well, thanks for watching. I think it's one of the most useful accessories, but a little bit more difficult to install. Pretty affordable is the side stand. We'll see you on the next one. Robot here from scooterwest.com for all the parts and accessories you need for your Liberty, whether you're doing a tune-up, an oil change, or buying the cool accessories. Or if you're here in town, Vespa Motorsport. We got a full retail store with a full dealership with scooters like this available for sale. See you on the next one.